Good morning, children. This early morning session is dedicated to all grammar lovers, particularly class 6, 5 to 10, and 11 also. The topic that we are going to discuss is phrasal verb. First of all, you know what are phrasal verb. There are certain verbs which are associated with preposition, they become phrase, and they can be used to beautify and decorate our language. You know, language requires beauty and essence, and that can be created only through certain phrasal verbs, certain idioms and phrases. So every day we will be taking 10 phrasal verbs to enrich your word power and make you, use them in day-to-day spoken and written English. The first one is account for. Account for means, to explain the reason for. Sometimes we call accountable for. See, we must be accountable for our deeds and misdeeds. We must be accountable for our good and bad actions. We must be accountable for our shortcomings. We should know, we should explain the reason of our failures. So the government must be accountable for its malfunctioning or its failures in uprooting corruption. If the government is not able to explain the reason, of its failures in many, aspects, we can say that the government is not accountable for its failures. Therefore, a good governance must be accountable for its failures and its success. Second one is add up. Add up is to join or unite something. Like you can say that we should add up these words to our expressions so that it will enhance our expressional beauty. Then answer for and answerable for. As I said, accountable for, in the similar way, we can use this phrase accountable for as well as answerable for. We are not answerable for this mistake. इस गलती के लिए हमें कोई क्वेश्चन नहीं कर सकता. We cannot be compelled to explain the reason of this mistake because we have not committed this mistake. For example, if the farmers, a strike is going on, and that is for their, these three bills that have been passed by the parliament, and the farmers consider them against their well-being. So we can say that the growing chaos disturbance in Delhi and the routes and near about the Delhi's and Noida and other borders, the growing chaos is due to the government's apathy and negligence. Therefore, the government must be answerable to the loss, that is economic loss, that is being caused by the strike of the farmers. Therefore, the government must be answerable to the chaos that has been created by the farmers in this 23 and 24 days. The government must be answerable to this. We will say that the government must explain the reason why it is having apathy to, talking to the farmers. Therefore, we can say that the government must be answerable to the chaos created by the farmers in their strike. So we must be answerable to any sort of mistake we commit. Then ask after, to make inquiries about, like she's asking after or she's going to ask after the good and bad of her friend. Yeah. Attend on, to serve. Radhika has a number of servants to attend on her. राधिका के पास मोर देन 5 सर्वेंट्स है जो उसकी सेवा के लिए रखे गए हैं. A president has many people to attend on him. A president, particularly our Indian president, has a dozen of people to attend on him. A minister has a couple of persons to attend on him. Then next one is backup, to support. Your system is not backing up to, analyze the data on computer. Perhaps your system is not backing up, supporting. So you may call it, I need certain backup to go ahead in this matter. I need certain backup टू गो अहेड इन दिस मैटर, मुझे इस मैटर में आगे बढ़ने के लिए कुछ सपोर्ट की जरूरत है, तो ऐसे बोल सकते हैं आई नीड सर्टेन बैकअप of certain people to go ahead in this matter. Then bear down means to overthrow or crush. We have to bear down our enemies. हमें अपने enemies को particularly the enemies on the border, we have to bear down the enemies on the border, and that is what the BSF is doing. Then two more, bear up, to withstand stress or difficulty, to bear the stress. Everyone has to bear up some difficulties in our life. Life is full of ups and downs, so we have to bear on or bear up certain difficulties in a life. And the last one is bank upon, to rely upon. Every good friend must bank upon his beloved friends and relatives. We have to bank upon our friends and relatives for our support and for our help. And that is the last word. Back out, to withdraw from something. Back out. You should not back out from your promise. तुम्हें अपने तुम्हें अपने promise, that means in Hindi we call it जो assurance, promise जो आप यस एश्योरेंस दिए हैं उससे पीछे नहीं जाइए. डोंट गो बैक फ्रॉम योर